In this video, we are looking at a spectating bronze, and this bronze player is playing Cassidy Map Circuit Royale. They said they're rank 5 bronze, and they were playing on Nintendo Switch. So this should be interesting. He said, I was going in this game with a 5-game losing streak. I was using characters that I thought would play right for the team, and then when I noticed that I wasn't doing good because of that, I played Cass, and this was the match where I started to use Cass more. Give me some tips and good luck. And just so we know, too, this is from Emong's Discord. I'll link that down in the description, so please feel free to subscribe, like his stuff. He has a ton of submissions that I'm sure him and his crew will never get to, but this one looked like an interesting one. So Cass, bronze 5. He's played a decent amount of games. He's silver support, but yeah, bronze 5 in DPS. Let's see how this one rolls. So getting started here, and also I'm new to the spectating options too. So let's see. We have a Ashe Cassidy, which I don't hate. We have a Zen Mercy, which also isn't too bad, and then a Diva doesn't fit super well. They have a Sombra already coming up and trying to push spawn doors. I don't really understand what's going on with that. And then they were going versus Mei, Doom, Ana, and Mercy. And if this screen is bronze, I mean, hold on, look at where their team is. Their team isn't even close to it. Oh, whoops, actually I rewinded a little bit too much. So starting off their game, we have a Mei up front, closing off the door, which is whatever. Their whole entire team, other than their Sombra, so their supports and tank are nowhere near. So let's see how this goes. Let's go to our main guy here. Sombra hacks and dies immediately. There's actually pretty good aim right there. Let's see what he's going here. Watch out for it. Alright, I mean, some kill there on the Doomfist. A lot of random shots there. So right there, you're just like kind of standing here, just randomly shooting. If I could, oh wow, I gotta figure out how to spectate. If I could recommend going, immediately just up here on the high ground, maybe that would make it a little bit better. But here we go. Let's see, because we're all just kind of sitting here on cart. I know we're kind of pushing them and getting some kills here, so it's not that big of a deal. But let's go back to our Cassidy. Sorry guys, figuring out the controls here. Let's go back to Cassidy. Yeah, well, I mean, work on the aim too. Not a bad grenade throw. I'd probably save that grenade for Doomfist. Like, Cassidy's really strong against Doomfist because of that grenade, but yeah, wow. So that aim. Yeah, just gotta work on the aim. I know you said you're on Nintendo Switch. I've played games on Switch before, and I've actually played Overwatch on Switch, and it is like really, really hard to aim. But yeah, obviously the aim is like a major issue. I mean, you were basically hitting no shots here. I mean, if we look, we've just basically stood on the payload the whole entire time, and you have basically not hit a single shot on any of them. So they switched Genji here and Sombra, which is not a good matchup for Cassidy here. Doomfist still, a pretty good matchup for you, but let's see how this happens. So, like I was saying too, we're still just sitting here. I mean, everyone's just sitting on payload. Oh, we're fighting a Genji. Let's see. Okay, good kill on the Genji though. Yeah, watch the Sombra behind. So peel for your support. There you go. Yeah, so far this is pretty boring. Good res by the Mercy. Yeah, I mean, you said this is bronze 5 on Switch, so this is like the epitome of bronze 5. Like this is it. So right here again, I mean, it's not a big deal to push up here with your team, but like I know your Diva's not really in great position. She's just kind of standing in this alleyway too, but you should move up. You should move up here somewhere, I guess, or maybe over here to try to flank them. I mean, their Doomfist is literally still in spawn, so there's just nothing stopping your whole team from moving up here. First you got the res. Sombra ult. Nobody turns around. Turn around. Alright. So who did the Ana's just nano? Alright, let's see what you're trying to do over here. Let's see. Are you going to ult? Yes, you are. Ah, good work at all. I mean, that wasn't like technically great, and then you die to a Mercy. Okay, so let's just talk about a couple things here really quickly. So first of all, I mean, it actually was technically a really bad position because both of them could have very easily killed you. If we just go back a few seconds here, right? We have our Ana standing right here. Actually, Ana ended up dying. Oh, Ana got res. That's what happened. Ana gets res. Sombra ults in front of your whole team. Rather than helping your team with the Sombra, you just are tunnel visioned in your ult. Now, if you look where they're standing right here, this Ana could have very easily just turned around and slept you. And same with even this Hanzo. This Hanzo could have just turned around and killed you too. But I mean, maybe because it's such a low level, neither of them turned around. But yeah, both of them could have very easily killed you. And then the Mercy obviously comes in and gets you there too. That just has to do with aim. And then Mercy dies. And then you get res. Okay.
Don't mind if it do.
Then you start having a seizure. Okay, so this, I mean, that was obviously a decent ult because you got a couple people, but I mean, in reality, that was good shots in there. Actually, some of your shots were pretty decent. Some of your shots then you're just completely missing. Don't just throw your nade. Actually, I like this positioning right here. You could move up a little bit more up to your right, but not terrible positioning. Don't try to 1v1 the Hanzo from distance. That's just not a good call there. So you can go push this Ana right now. There's no reason that you don't go up here and push this Ana. So you know the Ana's there. Go up over here. Just right up here. And even, you know, if you could communicate with your D.Va, which I doubt is happening in Bronze, maybe your Mercier would follow you in too. You could very easily kill this Ana, who is in horrible position. So that's just one thing to note here too. I'm saying, okay, a little ult there. So am I crazy and saying, oh, there we go. Now we go to the Ana. Did he kill the Ana? Alright. Did we? Yeah. I made the Doom. Oh, or die. Okay. So again, that positioning there, I want to go back to that for a second. So first of all, right, we kill the Ana, which is good. It took us a little bit too long. Oh wait, we don't kill the Ana. We don't kill the Ana. I thought you killed the Ana. Okay, so right there, yeah, that was just, I mean, that Ana wasn't even looking at you. She didn't even try to sleep you, try to nade you, try to shoot you. She just literally walked away into the other door. Now, I wouldn't recommend chasing after her, but, I mean, you just really got to work in the aim. I think it's just because you're on intent to switch. I can't imagine anyone's aim is good on switch. Yeah, right here, too, you got that Doomfist. You get hit by him. You could attack this. 3 versus 1. Then he ults, which you almost run into. Hanzo ults into the ground. And then you die. Alright, so yeah, I mean, this is just a lot. There's just a lot going on right now. Ooh, and then you get res. Oh, good res by your Mercy, though. Getting in front of the whole team in front of Doomfist, too. Good nade. Good nade on the Doomfist. That is when you should use your nades. That was good. And again, go high ground again. There's no reason for you to be standing down here. Your Ashe also. Ooh, there we go. Actually, we listen. You went high ground. Perfect. Yeah, stay up here. Kill them. Alright. Hopefully someone heals you. Hopefully someone heals you. There you go. Yeah, so I mean, at this point, you should not be on the payload. I think you still have a D.Va standing right there, but she's still at 3-1. Yeah, so I mean, again, there's just right here again, there was just no reason for you to be, you know, standing so up front right there. I know you don't have a tank. I don't know what D.Va's doing though, but. And then you guys get rolled. Ashe is still standing right there. Alright. I think you guys still win this though. Alright, so Zen and D.Va. D.Va, I think has mech. She's just not using it. Yep, there we go. Zen panic ult. Alright, so I mean at this point, right, you're coming back up. You do not push up. Do not push up. You don't have numbers. You have an ulting Battle Mercy. Which, okay, so you have an ulting Battle Mercy. All right, there's that. I mean, I guess you could push up here, but it's still 4v5. You have an ulting Mercy, which could push you through. I feel like you're going to die where you are. So look at where you are right now. You are inside of a closet, basically, with no support. Yeah, I mean, the biggest things right here is aim, which is just hard, I think. It'll just come with time on the Switch. I just don't think... I think there's a ceiling to how good it can be on the Switch. So look where you're running to. You're running into an empty room that you can't escape from. And you miss most of your shots. Okay, somehow you got out of that, but there was just no reason you should have gotten out of that. You get healed by your support, good. And you ult on payload. Okay. Alright, let's pause right there, too. So, imagine if instead of ulting right here where there was a Sombra, you go up here. And you ult up here. Now, I don't love McCree or Cassidy's ult. I actually don't think it's that good. But imagine if you waited a few seconds and even told your team, if you know, can't imagine you're communicating much on Switch, but even if you said I'm going high ground to ult, you could ult from up here. You can ult, you can ult from in the middle over there. You can ult from the side over here, right? Probably preferably over here. And their spawn is right there. So it is a little risky still going up here. But imagine if you were ulting from up here. The bare minimum, you could hold them off long enough to push the payload. And, like, best case, you get a couple kills. So yeah, let's just get that again. So again, that's it. That's good though, peeling for your support though. Peeling for your support to get that too. That was good. That's what you gotta do. If you would have been able to hit just a couple shots though, probably would have been better off. Now you're alone, so you gotta go. You gotta leave. You gotta leave. You just saw your whole team die. You can't 1v3 here, you have to leave. And then that happens. So, if right there, we would have just not tried to go 1v3 here and just tried to go, you know, tried to back up and wait for your team, because your team actually wasn't that far off. Now your D.Va's going to be out of mech too, so your D.Va's pushing up a little bit too far too, but your support did a decent job of healing there. Alright, D.Va got trapped, I think, twice in the same sitting. It's amazing that you guys haven't gotten to this point yet. Oh, good ult by D.Va though. Did we die? We almost died. Alright, now Doom, there we go. Doom, and then you guys should be able to push this all the way. Good. Yeah, D.Va ult saved you guys there. I don't think the chunk all will even hit you. Good. So, coming for the first round, just a couple things. Obviously, the aim is a major issue, but I just don't think you'll be able to switch. You know, be able to make a big change there from being on the Switch. I do think that. Do we stay on Cassidy? Do we stay on Cassidy? What happens here? I do think though that you know you might be able to make a little bit of a change, like with your positioning. So like, for example, here, who are we on right now? I want to get back to you because we're going to be on defense now. For example, like your positioning on defense, there's a lot of places to stand and a lot of places not to stand on Circle Royale. In general, Circle Royale has really good high ground, especially in like the first push and the second push, and even in the last push too. There's quite a few. Okay, I don't.
He's welcome to come collect.
I think this is the texting while we're waiting to spawn in here. But overall, like right here, your positioning already is really bad. You are standing in front of the entire enemy. Actually, I don't even know if you're playing right now. I think you're AFK. Yeah, I think you might be lagging out. Okay, now we're back. So look at this positioning right here. So I know it is tempting to like stand here to get, you know, some poke damage or get a little bit of kills, but imagine, and this actually goes for your Ashe too. Your Ashe's positioning is even worse for you than you. Your Ashe could be standing up here. You could be standing up there, or at least up here somewhere, right? Even with Cassidy, he does get some of his damage from mid to close range, or some of his value from mid to close range, but still, you're standing kind of in the open, which usually isn't a good idea. Good grenade though on the Doom Fist. That's what you gotta do with Doom Fist. Now don't shoot him while he has that up. Also, I don't know if you realize, you have a secondary fire that unloads all the bullets in your gun. You have yet to use that this game. Good kill. Good kill on the summer. Get in there. Yep, get the Torbjorn. This you can push up on. See, right here you can push up the grenade, do some damage. Good. Not bad. Mercy, you can also push up on Mercy right there too. I don't hate pushing this. Yep, now you gotta get back. Good. Now think here too. Your Mercy died, so you only have one support now, which is a Zen, which can't really heal you very much. You need to get back. You need to get back. Push back. Push back. Get back. Get high ground. Push back. Get high ground. Push back. Now your deep is out of back too, and you have one healer. Or one support. Oh god, I can do it. You have one support. Push back. Good nade. Push back. Push back. So, again, I mean, you just need to not stand in the middle of the open, and you need to get high ground. That would be your biggest things there. I mean, because even you said um, that you thought you would play right for the team. You're trying to use heroes that you thought would work well with your team, and I think that's good actually. I think you did. I think Cassidy's a fine matchup versus this, because especially versus Doomfist.
That party was boring.
You know, no one else on their team's really doing a whole lot, or at least that I've noticed. I mean, it seems like Doom is your biggest issue. I think that you're trying to counter here, and I think that's perfectly fine. Also important to note, your diva is just also. I mean, it's not just you out of position. Like your diva's wildly out of position. Like if you look right here, you have your Ashe, Cassidy, Zen should all stay right up here. Your diva can go down low, but she has no support with her right now. So we'll see how this works out. So you stay up here. Stay. So you jump down. I think your Ashe will stay up. Let's see if your Ashe stays up. I kind of want to see. All right, good. Your Ashe stays up. So you just don't have to push that. You could have just stayed up there with your Ashe. Now you're pushing payload. Now you're on payload to attack. Just your diva's out of mech. It's just not a good push. There was no way you were going to survive that. There was no way you were going to survive that. Oh, you got res. First has actually been resing a little bit, which is somewhat rare to get bronze, but you actually have decent nades on the Doomfist though. Those are pretty good. Oh, Diva ult. Let's see what happens here. I feel like that Ana gets hit every single Diva ult somehow. I don't know how it happens. All right, so I mean at this point, sure, maybe you can get a kill or two pushing up, but again, I'd probably get the positioning bar. We're probably gonna die here. Got banged out again. So, yeah, so you can see now, although that was okay at first to maybe push up and get a kill or two here or there if you could, that just was not the right move with. Oh, is Mercy gonna res you again? Oh no, it's just the Mercy we're looking at. That just wasn't the right move to do. So even the Zenith, I mean, your team. Oh god, I mean, your team is just constantly out of position the entire game, which I think is just the biggest factor here on how to get better.
Thanks, Doc.
Even right here, pause. Look at where are you going to go? So think about it. You pushed up here. You know their whole team's right here, and maybe you're just trying to get a nade throw for whatever reason. I would save that nade for when the Doomfish pushes into you, though. But think about it. You're standing right. You actually originally were right here. Where are you going to go? If you push back here, you're pushing into a corner. You're going to die. If you go across the street, you're just going to be in the wide open. You're going to die. And if you go down here, you're going backwards. You're going to die. Now imagine, rather than standing right there, you were standing right here. Right here. You'd be able to see everything. You'd be able to see them. You could even move right or left. Let's see how we deal with this ult.
Heroes never die.
You have your ult, so let's just see how you use this. It's not, I will say this is not a great spot to use your ult. Yep, roll out of there. Okay, so now you got booms in there because of the Doom. But that all started because you were in the bad position. So that's important to note as well. Let's damage. Let's spectate your Diva for a second. Oh wow, the Nano's a good thing right there. Let's shut the Nano. It took way too long to kill us off with someone else. Wow, they didn't get the point. I will say that they didn't get the point. Everyone could use their ult here, so I think you guys might actually save the point, which is good. Yeah, so right there too. Just nade the Ana, nade her, throw your nade at her, like unload that gun. I don't think you realize you have that secondary fire either. I don't think you do. So obviously, just way out of position here too. There's no way you should get out of this. Also, your Mercy's down here next. Or you're up, broken keyboard from your Moira there. Sorry, not you. Yes, you guys swapped Moira. So now that you have the Moira and Zen, you actually probably can push up a little bit more, because if your Moira stays with you and your Zen actually uses the healing orbs, you could actually push up a little bit more. But I would recommend staying with your diva, right? Because you still have an Ashe who's going to be way far back. You still have... Nope, okay, that was a good hack, actually, but... Actually, that wasn't a good hack. Sombra just hacking the entire team without the rest of the team. Oh, I meant that was not a good hack, that was a bad ult. So again, you keep pushing up, don't push up. Don't push up, just stay back. Just stay back here. Stay right back here. There's no reason to not stay back here. I know it's hard to think when you're like actually playing, you know, in the game and it's live, but stay back. That's actually good where you move back to right here. I like that. Stay back behind your team. You can dive in a little bit with your diva, but in general you should be staying back. And I do this has a lot of meteor strikes. He also just kind of ran into his ult. You don't have very good ult awareness either, I feel like, right? Do you guys stop them? You guys must stop them, don't you? Oh, there's Bastions do that. You gotta watch out for those. I actually didn't see that Bastion coming in. Shoot the Bastion. Okay, there is. Yeah, the reaction times are a little slow too. I'm questioning too, are you playing on like just the Switch itself? Like what Switch are you playing on? Are you just playing on like a, oh god, it's like the Switch Lite? Or are you playing on like a full Nintendo Switch? Are you like having it hooked up to a TV? I'm questioning that too. I feel like you could get away playing with an actual Switch controller. Not that I'm telling you to spend my money on gaming accessories for Overwatch, but I know I have played on the Nintendo Switch and it is really, really hard to aim. So, but if you have the controller, it's almost like using a PS4 or Xbox controller. It's actually significantly easier. And also, like if you're playing on a 60-inch TV, 60-inch screen TV, that's a big difference too than playing just on the Switch. Although playing on the Switch, although you probably get a little bit better input lag, you know, you don't really get that. But anyway, all in all, the aim, which if you're playing on a Switch, I understand it's probably almost impossible to aim. If you are, you know, if you do have a controller though, you definitely can improve your aim quite a bit. I don't think there's any other ways other than buying the Nintendo Switch controller. But all in all, you played okay. There was just some times where the positioning would help significantly on just not dying and being able to get in better positions to just attack them. You also, I don't think you used your ult more than twice. Maybe you used it twice. But either way, one time you got a couple kills, but again, it wasn't great positioning and it could have easily been countered. But all in all, just improve your aim, improve your positioning. You had a couple good shots there, but I think your game sense in terms of going Cassidy isn't too bad versus a Doom, but I don't know. I think if you're playing on the Switch too, maybe playing characters that aren't so hit scan would help a little bit too. But I mean, other than that, I think it's going to be really hard to just climb on that platform. I mean, you could easily climb on PlayStation or Xbox. You know, you don't have to be on a $3,000 gaming PC, but I think Switch is going to be very, very hard if you're playing a hit scan character. I'd maybe recommend going a little bit of an easier character that you don't have to aim as much, but then once your aiming gets better, or maybe you start using a controller, then you can start doing that. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to leave a like and comment below if you have any other tips or tricks or what you think of this video. But other than that, thank you guys for watching.